Hello, hello.
Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for that lovely video, Linda. Welcome tonight to our webinar with Azamara and our business development manager, Sandra Pennington. You may recognize her from a different cruise line, but she is now with Azamara, and we love that for her. And so Sandra's going to tell us all she knows about Azamara tonight. So give you a little bit of overview. There's only 4 ships. They're boutique. They are small but mighty. Great cruise line, attentive service, relaxed atmosphere. And the one thing we love the most is drinks are always included. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I'm going to let Sandra take it away from there.
Perfect. It's a pleasure to be here, everyone. I work really closely with Vacations for Canadians to assist you and get you booked to see the world. And I know they're about to just upload a deck here, and I'm going to show you Azamara and talk about why you would sail with Azamara. Now, when I've been in the industry for 30 years, and when I think about the clients who would love Azamara, I think about people who are already experienced cruisers, but they're looking for something different. They're looking for something unrushed. They're looking for something relaxed where they have more time in destination, truly destination immersion. And then I also think about the clients who I've met before who maybe they've never cruised, but their objection is they don't see themselves on a big ship. Well, we have small ships at Azamara, so they can do a more intimate ship experience. And then I also think about those clients who will say to me, well, you know what? I like to go to a destination and see as much of it as I can. Well, guess what? On Azamara, you can do that because we have country immersive itineraries where every day you're there and late stays and overnights. And so you really get to see the destination. And I'm going to talk about that in this presentation that's coming up here. So I love that, no matter where you are, this could be the right cruise line for you for sure.
So Sandra, we actually need you to upload your deck.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, look at this. Okay.
We only have your videos. So if you can just go under present.
Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for you and you're waiting for me. I love it. That is so funny. All right, so I'll share my
Everyone
screen.
Always gets confused with this program. We like it, but it's new to everybody else.
That's cute. I'm like just sitting here waiting, and I'm like, oh, they'll add the deck, right?
We're going to wait and see how long you could talk for.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's so cute. Okay, so hey, it's a learning experience. It's been a while since I've done this. So if I just go, do I share my screen with it? So I'm going to share my screen, and I just want to see. So entire screen.
You're not going to be able to see us, but yes. And then
Perfect.
I believe so, yeah.
And I'm going to share the audio, and there we go. I'm going to share it. So we're going to scoot over here into my presentation.
There we go.
Yes. Okay. So I got to show you that great little teaser video, but we're going to go right into it. So at Azamara Cruises, we really let you explore and immerse yourself into the local cultures, but again, at a more relaxed pace, discovering destinations day by day and night, really resulting in a richer, more fulfilling small ship experience. And I've had the pleasure actually of working on small ships in the past. And let me tell you, there's something really special about that experience. So we have 4 beautiful ships in the fleet. And, you know, what makes us, again, so special at Azamara are the immersive itineraries and cultures. And you're going to see that when I show you some of the beautiful itineraries, because again, we slow it down, unhurried style of travel, exploring at your leisure, typically spending more than 10 hours in each port, and often staying until after the sun sets, which is a great time to be there. All right. So we have the most late night calls and overnights of any major cruise line. So I think there's 380 across all of our itineraries. And that's amazing, or as amazing. So what's more, 80% of the time is spent in port, exceeding the length of time of our competitors' stay. And we do have as amazing evenings that I'm going to talk about as well, and really immerse you into the destination. So you'll see that in our itineraries. And sometimes you want to go to one country. Maybe it's Japan, or it's Croatia, or Greece. These are just 3 examples where we will immerse you in that destination for that full voyage, again, with the long stays and the overnights as well. So I love that about the brand. Now, also, the best way to introduce you was with a little bit of a longer video. So I'm going to have Linda share that video and just give you a little teaser of Azamara Cruises. Oh, I love that. So one thing I will point out as well is that we actually have strategic docking for quicker access as well. So as you go into our ports of call, because our ships are small, we can get in closer to those destinations. And in those rare ports where we maybe have no option but to dock a little further away, we do offer complimentary shuttles taking our guests into the destination. So you're always going to find that you have quick access either by foot or by shuttle directly into the heart of the cities of the destinations that we're going to. And that's something that we're able to offer because we are an upper premium cruise line. So it really just giving you that more time to explore in port and less time getting to and from the ship. So why Azamara? Again, immersive itineraries and cultures, 370 plus ports, 850 plus late nights. And something considered late night is when we depart after 8 p.m. Okay. 380 overnight stays, country intensive voyages. Some you'll see in some upcoming slides where we give you, Croatia intensives every day, long stays and some overnights on Greece, Japan, and more. There are also some really unique specialty voyages, including Gulf and Africa. And there are some incredible world cruises that you can explore the world on. So we're definitely a different kind of cruise line for a different type of traveler. And, I have sailed on the contemporary and the premium. And I think there's really special about Azamara being intimate and having that destination immersion component to it. So let's take a look at our fleet. Again, we have 4 beautiful, intimate ships in our fleet. It's incredibly comfortable. They do offer full service spas, a gym, a choice of venue to dine complimentary, but also a few specialty restaurants. Service is really personalized and preemptive with a low crew to passenger ratio, ensuring that every guest feels welcome on board. And look at the ships, right? We have under 702 guests on our ships. Okay. Pretty amazing. And we also keep our ships really up to date. So if you look across the board, all of these ships had a dry dock in 2024. And then prior to that, either in 2021, 2022 as well. So again, no long line, no rush. That's the charm of small ship cruising. And these ships are beautiful. Take a look at some of the public spaces that you can enjoy on board, okay? We have the Cabaret Lounge, which is a main showroom for live entertainment, from musical reviews to classical soloists. There's typically 2 shows a night with up to 3 different shows every cruise. There's destination immersion enrichment lectures in there. There's this lounge, that Cabaret Lounge on the left, has a 360 guest capacity, and it's really perfect for private groups as well, if that's something that you want to do. And you're going to see soon that we are continuing to keep our ships up to date. And each of our ships is going to go through something called Azamara Forward, which is Azamara investing into improving our ships in things like the sight lines in these lounges, so that all of our guests have an excellent viewing from all seats. And that particularly is for the Cabaret Lounge, which is pretty cool. Now, on the right of the screen, you're going to see the den, and that's on all of our ships. It really is the heart of the ships. So there's so much to do in there. It's really a vibrant hub. It's got a bar and a piano. I love a good piano bar, but it's also a place where guests gather to play games during the day, but pianist entertains at night. It really is a favorite post-dinner hangout as well. And near it, and right there in there, there's also a shore excursion desk, a future cruise desk, etc. So really, really great spaces for our guests to enjoy on board. I want to show you as well, like, we do have different categories of rooms for our clients to enjoy. And this is just one example of a suite category. So this is just a mini tour showing you the continent suite, okay? Now, there are other suite categories, right? So, but what a great tour of that suite. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? So we do have interior rooms, we have ocean view rooms, we have verandas, and we even have a veranda plus category. But if you are a guest who enjoys a suite with an English butler, with all that you've come to love, with the suite amenities included, then a continent suite, which you're seeing here in that video, is a great choice for you. I'll play it again as I'm talking here. And spacious and comfortable, fresh new decor inspired by natural elements, 2 beds that do convert to a queen. It has its own separate cozy seating area, refreshed bathroom with bathtub and shower. And that's just one of many of our suites. We do have spa suites. We have ocean suites. We have world owner suites, panorama suites, grand view suites, and more. So we can accommodate you in a suite. And when you are in a suite as well, again, just to mention, you're going to have a dedicated English trained butler service. You're going to have priority embarkation and debarkation. You're going to have priority seating in our specialty dining restaurants, a thalassotherapy pool access, complimentary Wi-Fi, and complimentary laundry service as well. Now, there are, of course, all different categories of rooms for everyone's budget. And all of them will include, I'm going to go through the always included items, but the rooms themselves, of course, have the refrigerator with the mini bar and the typical things you would find on a beautiful ship. And again, we've updated all the ships in 2024 through a dry dock, and more Azamara Forward are coming as well. So very, very beautiful upper premium accommodations, depending on the category of room that you would like to book. Just talk to Vacations for Canadians, and they will find you the best option for you. All right, so let's go from there to looking at some of the dining options, because culinary is fantastic on board. And we really focus on destination immersion and extend it into our culinary and drinks as well. We bring the flavor of the ports of call to the destination special menus, and we do themed dinners in the restaurants as well. And the bar team and sommeliers curate a special selection of local wines and beer served in the dining room and lounges that are related to the destination we're going to. So, and besides our destination-specific food and drink, there's also a wide range of popular alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, water, soft drinks, specialty coffees and teas. And again, I'm going to tell you soon what's included, and that's included in your Azamara cruise as well. So we're going to take care of you in terms of dining. You can see the Discovery restaurant right here on the left side. That is our redesigned, beautiful contemporary decor main restaurant for our guests. It's really warm and inviting. It's really heightens the experience for everyone, and it's intimate, right? So love that. It's elegant and relaxed, breakfast through dinner, open seating as well. You don't have to, you don't have to choose a specific dinner time. We want to keep it casual and relaxed for you. Mosaic Cafe is a European style cafe to meet, mingle, and enjoy artisanal coffees. Cappuccinos are my love language, but there's also like beautiful premium teas and pastries and coffees and after dinner drinks. Windows Cafe is has expansive ocean views. It's got made to order breakfast, tantalizing variety of dishes. It's got the lunch and daily themed dinners as well, inspired by the places we're visiting. So, no matter where we're going, you're really going to have lots of choice to eat, beautiful local culinary themed dishes. But we have extra stations featuring local ingredients, like in Greece, the Greek salad with local feta, pasta prepared with local mushrooms. In Italy, fresh mussels served with garlic bread. In the Netherlands. So great option. On the right is the patio, casual poolside grill. We do transform it in the evening to an elegant eatery. And then we put like fine tablecloth linens and candlelight, and we have destination-inspired cuisine, features local ingredients for the places that we visit at that evening candlelit dinner as well. So lots of choices for you to enjoy on board. And those were all complimentary. Now we do have 2 specialty restaurants. On the right is Aquilina, and that's our Italian specialty restaurant. And this does have an extra fee. It's actually very reasonable. And if you have any onboard credits with us, like you can book yourself to go to Aquilina and enjoy the authentic dishes of Italy. It's got traditional recipes. They're literally scrumptious. We have vegetarian dishes if that's your preference or not. We have famous desserts like the Sorrento lemon liqueur mousse, the hazelnut chocolate souffle. So lots of great choices there. And then also Prime C, which is on the left there. And this is our steakhouse. Okay, so fine dining on steak cooked to perfection in our steakhouse. Herb roasted rack of duck or lamb confit or Chilean sea bass. And so a great evening with stunning views and lush decor, and an amazing choice for you in our Prime C Steakhouse. And really the heart of our ship is our soul and crew, because they are amazing. Most of the crew at Azamara has been there a really long time, and they love their job and they know everyone's names, and it's just really warm and touching. And we get the best feedback on our cruise. It really is the heart and soul of the ships, the cruise. Now, I love White Night. So White Night is something that we feature on all of our ships. It's an Azamara exclusive. It's really a special occasion on the top of the ship where the ship's officers, the vessel's officers overall, and the crew join for a festive dinner with the clients. And everyone's dressed in white, and it's hosted al fresco on the pool deck, weather permitting, illuminated skyline, dramatic landscape as a backdrop, but a real party wearing white. And it really delivers at the top of the ship. So I've already gone out and bought more white outfits, and I can't wait because I will be on the Onward doing a Greece intensive in September, and I'm ready to go. I've got 3 new white outfits for this White Night to dine, dance, and create unforgettable memories for White Night on the Onward when I'm there. So can't wait for that. It's a staple at Azamara. Now, I mentioned at the beginning that we are the global leaders in small ship destination immersion, because truly we can dock where others can't because of the size of our ships. We have relaxed and unrushed feeling and vibe with the most late nights and overnights, because you don't have to rush back. So what I will say is this, that our ports are quality ports. We go to the hidden gems. Some I've never even heard of. I can't wait to learn how to say them, honestly. And we also go to some of the larger must-see ports, but I love the hidden gems that Azamara has in its itineraries. We own Greece with 31 Greek ports in our itineraries. 51% of our deployment are either late night, which is 8 p.m. or later, or overnights, okay? And when larger ships, even mid-sized larger ships, when they will sail early so that they can open up the bars and the casinos. We don't have casinos on board, so we don't feel the need to sail early. We will stay there late or overnight to give you more destination immersion. So I love that about Azamara. And we really, again, are getting you closer to the city center, okay? So an example would be Bordeaux, France, which is one of my favorite places in the world, where this is a great map, okay? So a lot of ships will dock in La Rochelle, which is in the top with the red rectangle. And it is a 4-hour drive into Bordeaux. Azamara can go down the river and she can dock in Bordeaux. So our ships can get into Bordeaux, saving you a 4-hour drive, 2 hours there, 2 hours back. So amazing, right? So really getting you into the heart of the city. I love that. So, and again, with the late overnights and with the longer stays in port. So the difference is night and day, okay? And when you are there at sunset or after sunset, you are sitting on the cliff, you are having a nice glass of wine, and you are watching the other ship sail away while you are unrushed. You're staying the night or you're staying late and you're up close and personal. I love that. Now, we also offer as amazing evenings, okay? These are incredible as well. So super, super excited because anything 9-night or longer has an as amazing evening, and it's truly making it authentic for you. I love this. It's a part of the destination program as well. I think it's absolutely incredible. So they are ever changing in the collection that we offer, but they are hosted in uncommon settings. So they may include like a captivating reenactment of an Amazon history in the Maunos, or it may be a trip back in time to the Renaissance with a private showing of La Traviata and Livorno, or depending on where you are, it may be that you're exploring the culture of South Africa's largest ethnic group, the South African Zulu tribe, during a riveting performance in the stadium auditorium that includes singing, dancing, storytelling, and rhythmic movement. So every cruise will have 9 nights or longer will have that as amazing evening ashore. And it just depends on where you are, and that cruise will determine which evening is the as amazing evening, and everyone is invited to attend. It's a really, really special evening. And again, it's included ashore on all of our sailings, 9 nights or longer. And if it's shorter, we do it on board as well. So what a special thing. And I'm going to have Linda show it to you by video just to give you a little teaser. Love that. And you know what's great, you got a teaser in that video, right? But these as amazing evenings take you again to settings that are unique in destination, giving you access to cultural performances and events that would nearly be impossible to attend on your own. And it truly is a crowning touch to immersive travel. So these special events are offered only on Azamara. All right, love that. Now, these are some great pillars as well for us. Destination expansion, just to reiterate, elevated excursions as well. So, you know, if you're the type of client that wants to go and meander in the port on your own, you can do that as well. You can take all the time in our longer stays and our overnights doing that. But we do offer half day or full day shore excursions or evening shore excursions. So if you want to take advantage of those, you can book those as well. So it really is up to you how you curate that vacation. We also, again, have the onboard cultural engagement. So we bring the destination on board, whether it's a resident artist, a musician, whether it's performers. So we do offer that on board and bring on the destination. And again, the authentic local cuisine that I mentioned before. And again, it's all about that destination expansion. Look at these views of these beautiful places you could be visiting. And again, doing it with elevated excursions, summer in the evening. And, you can actually make these excursions private as well, if you prefer that, smaller group as well. So the choice is yours. And again, onboard cultural engagements across the board, every place we go. And that authentic local cuisine as well. And we work with the chefs shoreside to make sure that it is genuine and delicious for you to enjoy that authentic local cuisine. Now, we also have a new era for our fleet, because I mentioned before that we are proceeding forward with something called Azamara Forward. And Azamara Forward is ship enhancements, new restaurants, bar experiences. It's introducing some new suites as well, and really giving an update to our ships. All 4 will be going through it. But it's elevating our life on board while honoring the hallmarks that have always set us apart, that clients love. And it's really going to shape the future that remains true to our heritage, but while opening the door to new experiences across the fleet. So we have a chef's table on board, but we're going to make it even bigger and better, so you can see what that's going to look like. And that's a true beautiful, if you're a foodie, you want to book the chef's table. Okay. So this is going to be a great option. Making it bigger and better for more of you to enjoy it once we've gotten all the ships through Azamara Forward. And just kind of show you from a different view what that looks like there. We are adding Atlas Bar. Right now it's on just one of our ships. We're adding it to all 3 ships as well. And this is just a great space for our guests to enjoy a beautiful bar space. Just kind of showing you what the new look and feel will be like as well. Just a beautiful space to enjoy. Also just refreshing as well, Discovery's restaurant. So you can see there are different size tables to choose from. And what tends to happen is, on the first night of the cruise or the second night of the cruise, people will want to do tables of 2 or 4. But by day 3, 4, 5, people are like, I want a table of 8. I want a table of 10, because they're meeting friends, and the tables are getting bigger and bigger, because, it's such a great atmosphere to people to get to know each other. And then we find that people come back and sail together again. So great place to do that in Discovery's restaurant. Also refreshing cabaret lounge. You can kind of get a feel of what it's going to look like. And again, getting rid of any pillars so that no matter where you sit in this lounge, you can really enjoy the shows that are going on in there, the enrichment that's going on in there, the music, and so on. The spa treatment rooms are getting a refresh as well. And I'm a spa girl. I always want to get a massage or some kind of a treatment when I'm on a ship, and we certainly can take care of you in the spa at Azamara. The public restrooms are getting an update, and so they'll be super refreshed and beautiful. Taking them down to the studs, they will be absolutely brand new, and the staterooms as well. So just showing you some of the images of what they're going to look like as we proceed with Azamara Forward, big multi-million-dollar renovation of each of our ships. So you can see what that looks like. Here's the Continent Suite upgrades, the top 10 suites upgrades as well. And again, it's exclusively on Azamara Quest, which is the first ship to go this year to get the Azamara Forward upgrade. We are adding an addition of 10 grand view suites and 2 forward-facing panoramic suites. So to kind of show you what those are going to look like, you can see that in these images here. So certainly talk to Vacations for Canadians if you want to get booked on board. And the Quest is the first to go in. And just showing you kind of a great layout of what that penthouse panorama suite is going to look like. Those, by the way, are on the side of the ship and have a better view than the bridge. So how cool is that? And then just again, looking at what it's going to look like as well. Absolutely stunning. Now at Azamara, we have always Azamara, which is an amazing value. It's up to $4,500 in value, where included in your fare is the variety of the complimentary dining venues and 24-hour room service. Beer, wine, and spirits all day and night are included. Signature as amazing evenings, unlimited self-service laundry. The tips and gratuities are included. And then overnights and extended destinations. The days are unique and iconic destinations. No hassles, no crowds, and the warm and attentive service. So it really is great value when you book with Azamara Cruises. Now, of course, we travel all over the world. So where do you want to go, right? So 362 ports, 92 countries. You can see it on this amazing map, whether it's Alaska or the USA. So it could be the last frontier, from gold rush towns and treasures of Native American culture to breathtaking glaciers. Maybe it's Canada and Iceland, right? We have some beautiful Fire in Iceland cruises on the Quest, and the Journey and Onward sail to Canada and Iceland together, respectively. There's coastal New England. So the Quest will do those in colonial, historic, quaint towns with picturesque landscapes. So again, just depends on where you want to go. Just talk to Vacations for Canadians, but it could also be the Caribbean, right? So the Onward, the Quest, and the Azamara do have a number of Caribbean sailings available. And then the Panama Canal is a very popular one between the Atlantic and the Pacific, and that is available on the Azamara Journey. We have Europe and the Mediterranean. The second most popular cruise destination in the world has all four of our ships, which is the Europe and Mediterranean sailings. And some of them are beautiful, intensive Mediterraneans. Really cool and exciting for me is that we go to Africa. I've not been there. I'm a well-traveled girl, but Africa is new to me. So top of my bucket list, and it is teeming with wildlife, and it is on the Pursuit, the Quest, and the Journey. And we do offer optional extensions landside. So super cool there. We have exotic Asia. So the Onward and the Pursuit go to Asia, whether it's Japan, China, India, and South Pacific. We also have Australia and New Zealand. So yes, you can go down under, and there's 3 ships there, the Journey, Onward, and Pursuit, with sailings all at different times. Now, I mentioned earlier, we also have country intensive cruises. So that is the entirety of a single country in one seamless cruise, unique sailings at some of the country's most sought after ports, but also visiting lesser known local ports. That's my favorite. I love a hidden gem. I think they are some of the most, literally the most immersive places you can go to authentically see a destination are those ports and dive deeper into the destination. So we do country intensive cruises to Japan, Iceland, Scotland, Norway, Greece, Italy, France, and South Africa, just to name a few. Now, we also do have holiday and world event cruises. So you could ring in the new year in the beauty of Cape Town, or South Africa. You could do the rhythms of Rio, right, during Carnival. You can experience the rumble of the Grand Prix in Monaco. You can cruise to the 7 wonders on a world cruise, or you can drink wine and culture in countries like Portugal, France, and Spain. So there's lots of holiday adventures across the board. You can cross up these places on your bucket list, and the specialty cruises are catered to those distinct places. Now, I want to mention just Africa again, because we teamed up with Mikado Safaris, which is one of the world's premier safari companies. So clients like yourself can add up to 4 to 5 nights pre or post and do a post-cruise safari program to a 12 to 18 night African voyage. So how amazing is that? Like, that is a bucket list trip where you're potentially going to South Africa's Kruger National Park, Zimbabwe's Victoria Falls, or Botswana's Chobe National Park. Okay, we also have golf cruises, okay, with Perry Golf for 2026, 2027, and then in 2028, it'll be Premier Golf. And it really does give you, if you're a golfer, the opportunity to go to 23 different countries with the opportunity to play at over 70 different courses, 20 which are ranked one of the world's top 100. And the staff at the golf program will take care of all the arrangements, from equipment setup, ground transfers, and then green fees, cart fees, clubhouse fees, onboard socials, and more. So very cool. We also have grand voyages and world cruises. So a grand voyage is anything 35 nights or more, immersive itineraries from Europe to Asia. So we can take you there, or world cruises that are 35 nights plus are not enough. If that's not enough, there is a world cruise. It's typically 188 nights, visiting 37 different countries, 65 late nights and overnights, plus 15 exclusive events. So we got you covered if you're looking for a world cruise as well, and land programs as well. So we have pre and post land programs with hotel stays, extended stay. Vacations for Canadians can take care of you for that. And we offer over 3,400 shore excursions and over 400 ports. So again, we're taking care of you. We're going to take you into the port, in the harbor deeper. We're going to reveal the hidden gems, the local secrets, and the signature sites as well. Now, Vacations for Canadians does have some great group opportunities as well. So these are exclusives with them where you can take advantage. So let's take a look first at this on the Azamara Journey. It's a Caribbean cruise. You're going to be, this one is from 9 nights, 8 ports. And how cool is this? This is like Miami to San Juan, and it is going to Curacao, Aruba, and St. Lucia, Virgin Gorda, Tortola. Look at this beautiful itinerary. And I took some of the great marketing material that Vacations for Canadians is sending out to all of you with the same cruise better price that they're offering at Vacations for Canadians. So they have the Azamara Journey Jan 5 to Jan 14th, and look at the savings. You're saving $2,020 versus booking direct with Azamara. So you want to make sure you're taking advantage, booking through Vacations for Canadians. And then again, remember, it's the cruise line perks, the beverages, the gratuities, the self-service laundry, the shuttles, the As Amazing Evenings. But they have some additional perks, a $50 onboard credit and a specialty dinner included as well. Let's take at this. This is going to be on the top of my bucket list other than Africa, because Croatia Intensive, they've got a great deal for you on the Azamara Onward, May 8th to 16th. And again, look at this beautiful itinerary going from Athens to Venice, going to Kotor, Montenegro, Dubrovnik, Hvar, Croatia, Split, Croatia, Zadar, Croatia, Rovinj, Croatia. And again, you're going to get everything that Azamara includes, plus a $50 onboard credit and special dining from Vacations for Canadians. And if you look, it's 8 nights, 8 ports, and you can see in the images, if I go back to this one, if I see an overnight, I'll point that out to you. So just a really great option on a Croatia Intensive. I think this should be on everyone's, I don't like to say bucket list, I say book it list. Put it on your bucket list and get it booked. We also have a beautiful Ireland Intensive. This one is Dublin, Belfast, and Galway. It's on the Journey, June 19th, 2027. It's 11 nights, 9 ports with 2 overnights. So look at that. The overnights are in Dublin and in Belfast. So, but you go on and you do Donegal, Ireland, Galway, Foynes, Bantry Harbour, Cork, Ireland, Waterford. So really, really immersing you in all things Ireland, and love that. We also, with Vacations for Canadian, have a wine and culture cruise. So this is on the Journey, September 9th, and it is going from Portsmouth in the United Kingdom to Lisbon, Portugal, bringing you to Honfleur, France. You're going to St. Malo, France, Bordeaux with 2 nights there. Look at the overnight in Bordeaux, France, Bilbao, Spain, Gijón, Spain, Vigo, Spain, Porto, Portugal, ending in Lisbon. So beautiful itinerary, and look at the savings on this one. So you got to get this book with Vacations for Canadians because you're saving $8,340. That's incredible. So take advantage of these amazing group rates. There's also the Azamara Journey, March 4th, 2028. This is an Italy, France, and Spain cruise. And check out that itinerary. So it is 7 nights, 6 ports, where you're going to see Rome and Livorno and Nice and Marseille, France, Palamo, Spain, and Barcelona. We also have Spain and Portugal, Valencia, Seville, and Lisbon on the Azamara Journey on March 11, 2028. And there's an overnight in Portugal and an overnight in Seville, Spain as well. So beautiful itinerary to really see that area of the world. And I love that there's so many ports in Spain there, and then it's in Portugal with an overnight in Lisbon. So you don't have to stay longer. You can do 2 nights there. The ship is your hotel. There's also an amazing Asia itinerary, and this is Hong Kong, Vietnam, and Thailand. It's on the Onward, March 28th, 2028, 13 nights, 6 ports, 4 countries, 4 overnights, and it's starting in Hong Kong and ending in Singapore. And it is going to Vietnam, so Da Nang, Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, where you have an overnight there, Bangkok, Thailand with 2 overnights. How amazing is that? Koh Samui, Thailand, and again, ending in Singapore with an overnight there. So you're there for 2 days and you have an overnight. This is one of the most incredible Asia itineraries I've ever seen, actually. So take advantage of that and look at the savings. $3,880 when you're booking with Vacations for Canadians. Now, I love this one. This is a hosted group hosted by Karen Raymond, and I saw her on the call earlier, one of your fantastic Vacations for Canadians consultants. So she's going to be hosting this for you. It's going to be on the Onward, June 9th, and it's 10 nights, 9 ports, 5 countries with an overnight. The overnight's in Venice, Italy. So you're going to start in Rome. You're going to do Sorrento, Italy, the Amalfi, so Sorrento, Italy, Syracuse, Italy, Valletta, Malta, Kotor, Montenegro, Siboney, Croatia, Piran, Slovenia, and ending in Venice with 2 days there. So an overnight at the end. beautiful, beautiful itinerary, 10 night on the Onward, and you can join Karen, and she will be hosting you on board, and you'll have a great time at the at the white night party. She will be on board as your dedicated host. There'll be a specialty dinner as an extra $50 onboard credit and bottle of champagne in your room. So a real special way to join Karen on this voyage. We also do have a British Isles intensive cruise, Liverpool, Belfast, and Edinburgh on the journey, August 3rd, 2028. And, remember, our ships are small. You want to book early. Don't wait to book this. These sell out. So this is, again, big savings. Like if you look at that price comparison there versus direct, you're saving $5,040, and that's for 2 passengers total. You're saving that in total. It's a British Isles intensive on August 3rd, 2028 from Portsmouth, UK to Portsmouth, UK. So it's doing round trip, but it has an overnight in Liverpool. How cool is that? And an overnight in Edinburgh, Scotland. So you can see on the map where you're going. What an intensive cruise for that. Liverpool, Belfast, and Edinburgh, a great opportunity to save some great money by booking with Vacations for Canadians, and a great, great itinerary, longer stays in ports with those overnights as well. All right, so those were some of the great group opportunities, and there are more with Vacations for Canadians. But we do also have, outside of those group opportunities, maybe you're looking for something different. We do have a promotion that runs until September 30th, and it is available on select sailings September 2nd of 2026 to December 22nd, 2027, where you get up to $1,000. It depends on the category book, but up to $1,000 onboard credit. And again, over $4,500 value with our Azamara inclusions. Okay. So the values of the onboard credit are listed on the bottom of the screen. I'm not going to go into those in detail, but when you're talking to Vacations for Canadians, they can review those for you depending on what you're booking. And I just wanted to show you some of those potential places you could go to within this promotional offer. So this is Japanese intensive, Busan, Kobe, and Tokyo on the Pursuit, September 17th, 2026. Look at this, 15 nights, 11 ports, and 3 overnights, truly immersing you in all things Japan. Okay. And then there's 1 stop in South Korea. I mean, if you want to see Japan, this is the one that you want to take advantage of. And with those 3 overnights, you're overnighting in Kobe, you're overnighting in Tokyo, and you're overnighting in Busan. So what an incredible itinerary. Now, we also have a Caribbean cruise that falls within this promotion. It's on the journey November 28th. It's a 14 night and it's 14 ports. Beautiful itinerary there. It's from San Juan to Bridgetown. San Juan to Bridgetown. And look at that gorgeous itinerary. It's really taking you to Tortola and St. Martin and Virgin Gorda, Antigua, St. Pierre, Martinique, St. Lucia, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dominica, St. Kitts. So incredible itinerary in the Caribbean, giving you a little longer time to immerse yourself there. We have a great Mediterranean holiday cruise, Greece, Egypt, and Spain on the Onward, 17 nights, 11 ports, 3 overnights. Look at that incredible itinerary with overnights in Barcelona, Livorno, where you're going to go see Florence and Pisa, and also in Cairo. So you're having an overnight in Egypt. How cool is that? Like, this is one of my favorite itineraries I've ever seen. I did this in my 20s, and it's time to go back. We also have the Iberian Peninsula cruise, Portugal and Spain on the Onward, February 6th, 14 nights, 12 ports, 4 late nights, 3 overnights. The overnights are in Barcelona and Seville. So great option for you to enjoy this area of the world, seeing Spain and Portugal. And it does go to Gibraltar and Tangier, Morocco as well. We've got a France, Italy, and Croatia and Greece cruise on the Onward. This one's 21 nights. You really want to go and see Greece and Italy and Croatia and France? This is the way to do it, with 15 ports, 11 late nights, and 2 overnights. So you're basically, you're doing Athens to Barcelona, and look at all of the itineraries in between, or all the destinations in between, from Montenegro to Croatia to Italy to France, ending in Spain. So an incredible itinerary for those of you that want to do a longer stay, 21 nights, truly seeing this area of the world. Now, outside of those itineraries, we do offer that up to $1,000 onboard credit in general. Even if we're not having a flash sale on specific itineraries, that onboard credit is for all of our itineraries in this specific rate code. So just speak to Vacations for Canadians and they'll clarify what there are. available for you depending on the sailing you're choosing. Now, we do have a great option that if you pay in full as well when you book, we do give a 5% onboard credit. So how nice is that, right? So you could take advantage of that, and you have some great additional onboard credit that you can use for immersive shore excursions. You could upgrade your beverage package. You could use it for specialty dining, or I would use it in the spa. Okay. We do have some on select sailing special solo rates as well. So Vacations for Canadians can tell you which ones those are, but then you're not paying the full single supplement, which is a great option because exploring the world doesn't need to be a two-person job. There is no greater self-indulgence than traveling solo. We also do have back-to-back cruises. So when you are booking, look at the sailing before, look at the sailing after. Is it something different? You want to go for longer? You will earn onboard credit for doing back-to-back sailings. Okay, so that's a great option for you as well. And I would always look at what you're like, choose your itinerary, see what sailing the one before after, does it work for you? And Vacations for Canadians can get that booked for you. We do also have last-minute cruises. We never know what those are going to be because, the goal is always to make sure all of our ships are full. But if there is if there's a little bit of space, we could be offering some last minute cruises, and there may be some deals on that, and Vacations for Canadians can let you know that. I always think it's better to book in advance because our ships tend to sell out, but there is last minute sometimes in certain destinations. I think this year it's in Alaska as an example. So, but there are many of our itineraries that don't have last minute cruises. So for you to get the best cabin location, the stateroom location of your choice, to get your flights booked early and have the best price on that, get your preferred shore excursions, it's better to book early. But there will, of course, be closer and last minute sailings depending on what is available. Now, Vacations for Canadians is part of the Travel Leaders Network. So they also have some great Travel Leaders amenity cruises. And if that is available for you, they will let you know. They also will have some distinctive voyages through Travel Leaders Network where there's some additional things given, such as they'll review it. I don't want to quote it 100% because each of them could be different, but they'll reach out and let you know. And then there are some network culinary cruises as well. If you're a foodie, they could get you booked on as well. Now, also as part of this exclusive event, running from August 5th to 19th, when you book, you can receive up to $500 in onboard credit when you book an ocean view stateroom or above on select sailings. So the onboard credit is pretty rich. It's $250 for an onboard credit. Sorry, $250 for an ocean view, $250 for a veranda, and $500 for suites. And it is combinable with our brand offer. It's combinable with the pay in full offer. It's combinable with onboard offers. It's combinable with back-to-back voyages and our loyalty offer. There's a few rate codes it's not combinable, but for the most part, most of them it is. And Vacations for Canadians will let you know which ones it combines with. And then that's it for me. I think I said a lot. Hopefully I gave you a good picture of why you should consider Azamara Cruises. And to summarize it up, destination immersion with 10 plus hours in port and more than 380 overnights across all itineraries. A true way to travel in a relaxed and unhurried style of travel. Small ship cruising on vessels carrying no more than 702 passengers or fewer. Cultural enrichment and country immersive itineraries for in-depth discoveries. Personalized and preemptive hospitality with a low crew passenger ratio. Fares that include the gratuities, beer, wine, and spirits. Elegant suites, if that's what you want. Laden with amenities, with butler service, complimentary special dining, and more. And again, we are always investing in our ships, so you know you're going to be on a beautiful fleet as well. All right, so reach out to Vacations for Canadians to secure your booking, and I'll turn it over to Teena and Linda to see if we have any questions.
We do, but I have a few things that I want to say first.
Sure.
So you shared Karen's, it was, I believe, Italy and Montenegro hosted. She's also hosting a Spain next year on Azamara.
Okay.
I'm hosting Portugal and Morocco in January. We only have a couple of cabins left.
Ooh.
And Rick is hosting Caribbean, but unfortunately he's sold out. So
Wow.
yeah. So and we're just waiting for the rest of 2028 to come out. I'm sure we're going to grab some more because we really do love Azamara. So you guys should trust us in that we have put so many people on Azamara. When we first started doing this, everybody said, Aza who?
Yeah.
And now we sell so many Azamara and so many happy clients. It just really is such a great premium experience. And, we're, we have this sale this month. We've got our enhanced group space, doesn't combine with the onboard credit offer. So it's one or the other. But you're either going to get a really great savings if we're holding group space, or you're going to get that fantastic onboard credit offer. And then there's also the last minute sailings or the flash deals that Sandra also. And I posted one today that I just want to mention here. So it is a 7-night Mediterranean going from Barcelona to France to Italy, and it was a Veranda Plus.
Wow.
Under $5,000. So that's Wi-Fi, gratuities, drinks, laundry, specialty dining. Like, I don't think you could ask for anything more. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it's on the Onward. So it's shoulder season, which means it isn't going to be stinking hot over there. But anyways, yeah. So let me get to the questions. I love Azamara, so I like to talk about it.
I appreciate you talking. I love it because they're hearing it from you as well.
Yes. Okay. So Steve is asking, with the smaller ship, what is the prevalence of people experiencing seasickness? Thanks. Linda just posted that deal that I shared this morning.
Yeah, I would say because we're so port intensive, we're almost in port every single day. That's a very low equation. Honestly, I don't, and also, I mean, it would apply to even to a small ship that you probably want to go midship and not the top of the ship. So put yourself right midship. So book early to get a midship cabin. But in all honesty, like, we spend so much time in port and we have so many overnights and we're there late stay that I don't hear complaints about it.
Yeah, I've not heard a complaint about it, but I don't get sick. So I have a hard time with that one, answering that question. All right, Catherine's asking, if weather is cooler raining, do they hold White Night somewhere else or cancel it?
That's a good question. I think for the most part, they proceed forward. I saw a video and an image recently where they may just, in wherever the venue is, they may put up like tarps, or big tents around, right? So
I think you're talking about Azamazing Evening.
Oh, sorry, what were you saying? So White Night?
White Night.
Oh, White Night, weather permitting, we can move it indoors. Yeah.
So I've actually experienced it in the theater, and it was just as fun.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you said
Azamazing. And just so you guys know, Azamazing Evening can be on the ship or somewhere off the ship, depending on the length of sailing.
9 nights or longer is off the ship. Yeah.
So, okay. And Stella's asking, and I'm agreeing with Stella on this one. So maybe Sandra, you can take the fight. Not all cruisers are retired. Internet is a necessity. Please consider including Wi-Fi.
I will pass it on. But here's the good thing: you take advantage of that onboard credits that you get, and then you can purchase Wi-Fi. So yeah, that's the one of the few things that isn't included. But I'll pass on the feedback.
Yeah, and also the Veranda Plus, like, it's literally the same cabin as the Veranda, but you're either getting the 120 minutes?
It's 120 minutes. If you do Veranda Plus, you get 120 minutes of free internet per person. You get a free bag of laundry per stateroom. For every 7 days, you get a specialty restaurant every 7 days, priority boarding and debarking, and in-room spirits as well.
Oh, I like that. That's a lot, actually, for that category.
That's good. That's a good way to include it then.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and Steve's asking, we're on the September 31st, October Mediterranean. How many Azamazing evenings can we look forward to? So I think if it's just one sailing, Steve, then you're going to get one Azamazing evening.
Correct.
Now, Sandra, this is a question you might not have the answer for, because I'm not even sure that Margarita had the answer for us. We're doing a 15-day, but it's actually also booked as a 7 and an 8. So we were asking if we're getting 2. So I don't know, Steve, I haven't looked up your booking. Maybe you can pop in the information. But I do know it's 1 per sailing, right?
It is, yeah. But send me the question and I'll get the answer, because I believe I have a list of all the Azamazing evenings. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because my group is doing it's technically a 7 and an 8, but we booked it as a 15. But other people are booking it as a 7 and an 8. So we're thinking we're getting 2 white nights, 2 Azamazing evenings.
Sounds like you might need to bring 2 white outfits for sure.
That's what I'm wondering.
Good thing I bought 3.
And it looks like Steve's actually got a 31-day sailing. So
okay. Sorry, I thought it was 31st. Okay, so Steve,
we'll find out for you.
I would think you're probably going to get more than 1. So if you want to send an email to us, whoever you worked with, send it in. It can get forwarded to me or Sandra, and we'll figure out that answer.
Yeah, we'll get it to you for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you right now. My gut instinct is you get more than 1, but I want to confirm it. And with your booking number, we can do that.
Absolutely. Okay. And also too, Mediterranean. I did the ultimate Mediterranean with Azamara, and it was fantastic. You're getting right into Amalfi usually on those ones, and the big cruise lines, they just don't do that. You're driving for hours to get to the Amalfi Coast.
Yeah, I want to do Africa. I want to do Japan. I want to do the Croatian intensive.
It makes the bucket list grow.
I got 3 I need to put on my list right now.
And if you're staying in Monte Carlo, wow, that's also a really amazing one.
Yeah.
Okay, Catherine's asking, are the excursions, specialty dining, Wi-Fi sold separately in US or Canadian, and are there sales during the year?
It's in USD, and I believe there are sales. But I will get back to you on that because I'm pretty sure there are. Yes. So, and you can actually see them as well when you're booking the guest, like there's options there. So, but let me get back to you on that. So, 100% on the sales per year, because I don't want to guess the answers to the question.
Karen might be able to provide some more feedback on this. She does book a lot of Azamara.
Yeah.
I do believe they are USD as well.
It's USD, yeah. It's USD for sure.
I'm not sure about the sale part of it, so I've not really watched that closely on the other side of it. But
yeah, so I know I've gotten emails before about sales.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there's, it was 20% off, 30% off, whatever for
I think there is definitely sales. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. More questions. Anybody? Karen, is there anything that you want to share about your experience with Azamara?
So, Sandra, you're in for a real treat with your Croatian intensive. That was my first experience with Azamara, and it was unbelievable. I can comment on the seasickness issue. When we were sailing Croatian intensive, we were literally going this far between ports to the point that, we really weren't at sea for very long. It was just kind of to go out to sea to come back. In fact, we can actually go to the same spots based on either port. So, because we were so close, if you're going to do a little short excursion. But I also just came back from the France intensive in June, and it was unbelievable as well. So the picture you showed when you're talking about how close we get to port was in Monte Carlo in your deck. And that is the exact photo, not Monte Carlo, Marseille. That's the exact photo that we had. In fact, I used that photo to tell my taxi driver how to get us back to the ship, because he automatically started to bring us towards the other cruise ships because they're so far away from city center. So, we had to redirect him and say, no, actually, we're on Azamara and we're just at the end of the road by the big cathedral. And same thing when we were embarking in Barcelona. It's literally at the end of Los Ramblas. Like you cannot miss the ship because it's so close. So it really does get in close and personal, and it's such a great experience. I'm a very, very big Azamara fan, and that's why I'm so excited to be hosting the 2 that I've got in 2028. So
absolutely.
Can't wait to get back on board.
I'm also going to tell you that I've also been on the Ireland intensive, and Azamara is one of the only cruise lines that does an Ireland intensive. So it's amazing. If you go on some of the other cruise lines, they're just hitting Ireland as a drive-by on the way to Iceland, or as a popover from doing the British Isles. But Azamara actually does the full circumnavigation of Ireland, which was amazing. No pun intended. Okay, we have a couple more questions. Let me pop them up here. Okay, Sandy Smith, I'm on a grand voyage, 4 cruises combined, and we have 4 amazing evenings. They will be listed in your excursions. Okay, good to know.
Thank you.
If you want to pop on your cruise planner, I guess there's no app, right? It's all online with you guys.
Correct.
You can probably see what maybe I'll do that too to see what mine are. I don't think they were there last time I checked.
Thank you, Sandy. I'm 2 weeks in, so that you and this particular moment knew more than me, but give me 1 more month and that will be different.
Yes. All right. Patty, do any of the cruises offer gluten-free or celiac?
Yes, 100%. Yeah, and that's something that you can talk with the team on. Make sure you note the bookings. I've read about the culinary that we do take care of that. Cruise ships in general, but especially Azamara, will always take care of those allergies, but we need to know about them in advance.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. France. If there's a change in itinerary, will we be notified?
To my knowledge, absolutely. The only time would be if it's like a day or 2 before sailing, and typically, depending on the time, if they can get it out or not. That's in a rare circumstance, really, I think, and then they'd have to notify you on embarkation. But I think that's very rare.
I think we have to keep in mind that the cruise lines are 100% committed to our safety. So if there's something going on in your port, whether it be weather related or unrest or whatever, the captain has that discretion to change the itinerary, and it might happen with really little notice. It doesn't happen very often, but it is for our own benefit. I mean, it's happened to me before where we've skipped ports, we've changed ports. So I think really it's about, just kind of being flexible and going with the flow. Because, unfortunately, if the captain says you're not going, you're not going. So
I think it's rare, but the odd time ship happens, right?
Yeah. Ship happens. Yeah. I'm over 80 cruises, and I think I've, maybe skipped one port due to unrest, and so a few others due to weather, but yeah, they always try and make it up somehow. So, okay. So I think that's all the questions, Linda. Am I missing any? I think Linda's going to pop this up on the screen. Perfect. Okay. So if you guys want to get a hold of us, so you can call us at 812-2355. You can email us, which is sales@vacationsforcanadians.com. Unless you already have an advisor with us or who you want to work with, then go ahead and email them directly. They're happy to help you. Or you can go on our website, and under the contact us, you can actually fill in a quote request. So you probably want to do this under luxury. Azamara is under our luxury brand. And that way you're going to get to one of our luxury agents, and they know a lot about Azamara. So they're going to be able to help you out, get you the best deal, and find you the perfect sailing for you. Okay, I think that's it. So Sandra and Karen, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And I'm sure we're going to have a fantastic supplier of the month with Azamara this month, because, I think we love you guys so much. And I think that, we show it out there that how much we think you guys are just a great cruise experience. And so our clients see that and they want to try it. And then, they fall in love with you guys just like we do. So
thank
you.
It'll
be a great month.
Can I just say that we own Destination Immersion, and that online is for looking, but Vacations for Canadians is for booking.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. Have a great night, everybody. And Ted Lasso season 4 came out today. So bye.
Bye.